Hi, hello, good morning. So, in this video, we will see the topic of the tax planning. This topic also very much important for our knowledge. So, we should get what are the concept, what we would looking forward to see under the tax planning. So, in future, how much we going to spend, yeah, part of amount from our income. So, these are the concept we will discuss in this video. So, let us move on this video. The first slide, I will showing to the meaning of tax planning. What is a tax planning? So in a year, okay, so I'm the finance minister or I'm the authority of to discuss or I'm making a plan to for the prediction of the future. So what are the expenses going to meet our government? Okay, so already I said in this previous videos that tax is the major sources for developments as an Indian, as a citizens. So we should get awareness about the tax. Then what kind of taxes followed by the India, especially is there any deduction or a concession of amount? So what are the exception towards the people? So this is kind of discussion we will all meet in the previous video. Okay, so first thing is the tax planning. What are the tax planning? So I'm the government. So I'm the finance minister. I'm the authority of body. Okay, so I'm going to make a discussion forum with other peoples. So what are the things should we do in this next year? Okay, so what are the things should we changes in the slab rates or policies or regulations or provisions under the sections or schedules? Whatever it's might be do by the government authoritative persons only. So in this point it will help you utilize the taxation amount. Okay, it will be definitely it will uses for the future purpose. Like so there are a lot of exemption deductions and also benefiting by the taxpayer because they're going to not they're not going to spend total amount from their monthly income. Okay, they're going to spend a 2% or 1% or 1.5% of incomes only to the governments. Okay, so what are the benefits also available on other hand sides? Okay, so that we'll see in this videos. Okay, I am here for the reference. I put the pictures for the tax planning. So what are the tax planning? We should get awareness. So what are the things should be changed or changed by the governments? So, okay, what are the exemption available for me personally? Okay, the first thing is estimate your taxable income in advance. Okay, what are the things, what are the kind of taxes already I paid, I'm ready to pay in this year in advancedly. So these are things which is measured and ensured that by the taxpayers. Okay, the second one is a plan your investment and expenses. The government in which way they're going to spend the collected amount in which platform. For example, the roadways so very damaged in particular area means I'm going to spend that kind of or 10 lakhs or 1 crore to the repairs. They're going to maintenance the roadway transport. So I'm just forward the amount or transfer the amount to the transport department. They're going to spend the day by day. They're going to submitting the bills to the government at the end of the day or end of the project. Okay, this is very important. So what are the expenses we're going to meet in next year? So these are things. The plan is called as a tax planning. Okay, we collected amount, we're going to spend that the kind of variations of amount to variation departments. Okay, so that is called the tax planning. Okay, next thing is assessing your tax liabilities and regulations. So as a assessee, as a assessor, so what should we do? So what are things should not, what is it do's, what is it don'ts for the tax paying, the period. Okay. So next is tax plan in India. So how it will be possible? Okay, how it will possible to implementing the schemes into the India. So how the people who take the part of to pay the tax for the development. Okay, next is what are the tax planning, corporate tax planning. So there's nothing else as generally the business, the transport companies or insurance industries, or like they're going to spend the some kind of values to the office expenses. then few peoples are after the age of attaining like a 60 or 80. So after the they after the period of like is a retirement period, okay, and charitable trust is there in our in national. So this kind of which is activities or like those things should be called as a corporate tax planning. What are the type of tax plannings available under the government? Purposive tax planning. So what my objective? What I have thought like to do in next year? Is there any problems? Is there any creates any issues or any is there spend much time to or valuable things share over to the people? So these are things is a purpose tax planning. Permissive tax planning is under the framework of law. So already framed by the government, we just obeying the rules and regulation of the government and do the next level of process for the tax collections. Okay, the long range and short range of tax planning, which is stated and the variation of times or a seasonable product or the physical year respectively based on that. Okay, so what is the main objective? What is the objectives which will be has a tax saving? Reduction in overall tax liability. At the end of the year, the government, the calculating or budgeting the overall collection of tax. What are the expenses we already did or we going to make for the next year? So these are the calculation will be processed by governments. The main objective economic stability and growth of our economic, then productive investment. Okay, so this is the final slide of this video. So which will be here have mentioned the income tax slabs. Okay, so commonly the union budget implement or changed or like announcing the income slabs for the people. Here mentioned 0 to 3 lakhs up to nil. Nobody can pay any bit amount to the government. 3 to 6 lakhs they're going to pay 5% of amount from their income. These are the things based on the percentage of income will pay by the people. Thank you for listening my video.